Hey everybody, this is Jay.
And this is Paul. And we want to know,
have you seen this one? Hello everybody.
Hey.
It's Jay and Paul. How you doing, Paul?
Great, man. It's been a while, actually, since we've done this.
It has. I've been jonesing, man. I've been jonesing to get into the studio again.
Get back in the studio.
I've been missing this so much. This is number 7, episode 007. I was thinking today. I wish we had done Bond movies now.
Yeah, and you can get me on those because I haven't seen a lot of Bond movies.
Oh, cool.
So you can totally get me on those.
Yeah. And I haven't seen all of them. Maybe you might be able to get me on one, too.
I might be able to throw you one.
That would be a fun episode, I think. Okay, we're it's not really an episode. We're just planning stuff.
Yeah, this is our planning meeting the meeting.
This is just being taped for posterity. So it has been a while since we recorded. Do you want to tell what's been going on with you?
So I've been watching a lot of this show called Homicide Hunter. Homicide Hunter.
I have never heard of this one.
It's with Joe Kenda, who's like a former lieutenant, right?
Okay.
And it's on like ID, one of those like it's a reality one where they do reenactments.
Okay.
But this detective talks over it. He goes through his experience of each of these cases.
They are true stories.
True stories.
Okay.
They are the worst detectives I have ever seen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh so loud.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't. I thought you were going to say they are the most meticulous, amazing.
No, these cases it's a 45-minute show, so probably an hour on network TV or something like that
with commercials. Yeah.
With commercials, and Jay, they extend these cases, and it's like, no, I could have got this in like 10 minutes, dude. Because I guess they do it for the effect, the dramatic effect.
Oh, yeah.
But there's times when they won't interview the right person right away. Like, they let him go, and it's like, no, it's the husband. Of course it's the husband. Like, interview him a little bit. Like, they kind of ask him 2 questions. Then they give you the red herring for a little bit, and then they go back to the husband.
Oh, jeez. See, I thought that only happened in the bad movies that I like so much.
No, and this guy's supposed to be like a badass, detective, and like you see these decisions.
Are they playing that part up, you think, just for the show? Or
and they don't even make like they made mistakes. They make like it's part of the process.
Where do you see this? Where do you watch it?
I do it on I have the ID on demand.
Okay.
Investigation Discovery.
Okay. So it's the Discovery Channel.
Basically,
one of their
channels,
okay.
And they have a crime show, like a total crime everything,
uh-huh.
all day long. So what you do is I got the app, you got to sign in with the cable access, and I can watch them on demand now.
Uh-huh.
So I watch the show on demand. I go to sleep to it.
Okay.
It's really creepy.
It sounds like it might be easy to do.
Yeah, I got in the rhythm again where I'm falling asleep before they solve these crimes.
Uh-huh.
So there's all these people in my head that are like loose and free.
And not loose and free in the good way.
Not in the good way. So they're still killing people in my head because they never catch them because I'm
still
asleep.
Killing it.
Yeah. It's an entertaining show. I do find it interesting. And they usually, they always get them arrested, but sometimes they get shortened sentences because they don't have enough evidence.
Uh-huh.
They've exhumed bodies when they didn't need to. Like stupid stuff like that. But it makes it, the guy's kind of like he's like a grizzly veteran detective. So he's easy to watch, and I like hearing his perspective, even though sometimes you're like, dude, it's right there in front of you.
Yeah, right.
But it's been a good experience. What have you been up to, man?
I've been, it's fall in Texas, which means absolutely nothing, really. Although today was really nice.
Today has been unbelievable.
In fact, the last couple of days really has been really nice. We went to Scream. I went with Cassie and our friend Trish and our friend Mandy. The 4 of us went to Scream Hollow Thursday night, which is out in Smithville.
Okay.
It's like a 45-minute drive out there into nothing. I think it's 20 acres they've got out there or something. It's a Halloween park. It's a Halloween theme park with 3 haunted houses. There's a haunted, it used to be a orphanage, supposedly.
Oh.
Not real, but it is a real building. I mean, you walk down to the basement and shit. I mean, it's really like creepy as hell. So they have that. They've got a zombie one, and then they've had these last year too, and they've got one that's circus themed with lots of clowns. And when you go on that one, you go out into the woods, into the dark, in this path. You have to find your way. And there's these, and they say, "Oh, look out for the hillbillies camping out in the woods." Oh my God, it was so scary.
Really? Because I loved haunted houses as a kid, but we used to go to the ones at the carnival where they have like the red lights.
Yes.
They're terrible.
Yeah, but they're fun.
Like I used to love
them.
The Disney haunted house was one of my favorite ones.
Haunted Mansion that's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level of amazingness and ingenuity and special effects and it's not as boo in your face as this. I mean, these people get in your ear and breathe and they come up behind you. And one of them got Cassie's name and all throughout the whole, I think it was the zombie one, but all through the whole zombie one, they would say, Cassie. No, it was the clown one. Cassie.
Oh, that's creepy. Oh,
come out to play, Cassie.
That's creepy.
It was awesome. They were chasing people out with chainsaws and stuff. Oh, we were having a blast. And they have food and drink and people walking around. You can take pictures with them. And on the weekends they have live music and it's really fun out there.
Did you ever do House of Torment?
We've done House of Torment. Cassie and I used to go every year. And the last few times, we haven't been in a few years because, and don't get me wrong, it's one of the top rated in the nation. In fact, sometimes it gets number one. Mm-hmm. And that's right here in Austin. My complaint, it's all indoors, which is, that's okay. But it's so freaking loud.
Oh, yeah.
It is so loud. It's like going to a rock concert and standing right in front of the speakers the whole time.
One of our field lessons with when I worked over at the charter school was we took the kids to a behind the scenes of House of Torment.
Uh-huh.
So we kind of walked in and got
that was fun.
Well, they forgot about us. So we were waiting for like an hour and a half, and then they remembered that we had this scheduled. But we got in. It was pretty cool, but it made me realize I would not want to go to that. That would be a little much for me. Like I like spooky. Like spooky's cool. That's like real cutthroat like horror. Very gory and very in that essence. So I wouldn't have done that. The one you're talking about though seems more my style.
If there's some gore, it's not really about that here. It's not about the gore. It's all about the boo scares and the creepy, going down into the basement. Then we go into a room that's pitch black. And they close the door. It's pitch black, and a chainsaw starts up.
Oh!
And we have to find our way out of this pitch black room in a maze with the chainsaw guy coming behind us constantly, in front of you, behind you, all disoriented. So I'm just like crawling down the wall looking for an opening, and my shirt's all stretched out. Trisha's got it pulling way on back on it. Oh my god, it was hilarious. We had a blast. Before that, a while back on October 5th. Rick and I went to see Young Frankenstein on the big screen.
Okay.
It's a Fathom event thing that I talked about before in the show. And it was awesome because before the movie started, there was a live interview with Mel Brooks. I mean, he wasn't there in person.
It was like a satellite?
Yeah, it was like a satellite thing. And it was supposed to be a question and answer session, but he spent so much time talking, and he was so interesting. He's funny and interesting and smart, and it's just so amazing. And they ran out of time for questions, but nobody cared because he was so it was so awesome.
I can listen to Mel Brooks talk forever, man.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, and it was so great being with an audience that just really loved the movie, and everybody was cheering and laughing, and it was awesome. It was a great experience, and it looked beautiful on the big screen.
That's like when I saw Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein down at the Paramount a while ago. It was that type of experience where you're not going to randomly go to see that. You're going to be a fan of that movie.
It's so fun to do that. Like when we went to see Blade Runner, and what was the other? The Maltese Falcon,
the Humphrey Bogart night.
Yes,
yeah.
Humphrey. Oh, I love going to those nights. Rick and I have done this before with Fathom events. We went to see The Birds, which is one of my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movies, and we saw Singing in the Rain.
Oh, nice.
And that was cool too. And there was an interview with Debbie Reynolds before that movie started. That was really cool. The Birds, I can't remember if there was any. I don't think there was any interview before that.
They interviewed the birds.
Yeah, they did. There's one bird that's still around that was in there, and he says
they just can't get rid of it.
I tell you, Tippi Hedren's a bitch. She's a bitch. She just had no respect for me at all on set.
She kept feeding me crumbs. That wouldn't even give me a whole piece of bread.
She did. She knows I like seeds. She knows it. Other things on Saturday Night Live right now, they are on fire with this campaign satire stuff going on.
I saw one of them, and
oh my god, Alec Baldwin as Trump is he's just hysterical.
Yeah, they're nailing him.
And he's like the only one imitating Trump that is actually bothering Trump. Trump's actually like getting pissed off about it.
Yes, he is.
And I've been watching lots, every Halloween is my Halloween film fest. I've been watching lots and lots of movies. Satan's Little Helper, Holidays. Listen to this. Tales of Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween Town, The House is October built, The Legend of Hell House, Burnt Offerings, Fright Night, and tons of Simpsons Treehouse of Terror episodes.
Oh, those are great.
Love those.
They have one that's very appropriate where the aliens come down and they're like, "What are you going to vote for? A third-party candidate?" When they run for office.
Was that recent?
I think it's an old. No, it's a pretty old one.
Is it an old one? Okay.
Yeah, the aliens come down. Like you see these two politicians, and then they burst out.
Aliens.
Then the aliens come out and they go, "What are you going to vote for? A third-party politician?" And everyone's like, "No,
no, Jesus, no."
But it's so I mean, it really is a great like predictive show about what happens in future culture and stuff like that.
It's amazing. I think The Simpsons is still good. People say, "Oh, I'm sick of it now." I think it's still good.
I don't like the new ones as much, but I have a lot of nostalgia for the old ones.
I do too.
They really hit a sweet spot.
There was a sweet spot for them. There was a time where they were just every joke was killing.
Even when you did that Halloween thing, I'm thinking of the episode with Albert Brooks, which is a lot of people's favorite. The one where he goes to Scorpios. Do you ever see that one with?
Oh yeah, with Albert. Yeah.
So the Scorpio one, and he goes to the kayak district. He's like, "Yeah, there's kayaks are us. There's we are kayaks," and he's naming all these kayak places. Not kayaks. I'm sorry, hammocks.
Oh, hammocks. Okay.
Homer wants to get a hammock, and
I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Scorpio's recommending all the hammock places to go to, and then he goes, "Wait, I think it's on Hammock Street. You know what? That's in the hammock district. Like there's this whole hammock district." So when you're naming all the Halloween movies, I think of that same exact scene. It's
the
a
hammock
classic
district.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, before we go on, I hope you don't mind me saying this. I know this podcast is about movies, and we should be moving along, along. But I found out something today I had no idea about you. That you used to do stand-up. I've seen Paul do stand-up, okay? Mm-hmm. But I didn't know. I thought that was just like something new for you when you were doing it. You did it when you were in high school?
Yeah, when I got
Talk a little bit about this, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
So cool.
When I got cut from my high school baseball team, I wanted to find a new hobby. Mm-hmm. So I got into stand-up comedy. And I would do it 2 or 3 times a month in New York at a lot of the various clubs. Some dives, some top clubs like Caroline's. The scene in Louis when he walks down into the stand-up club, they used to have an opening scene. Uh-huh. That's the comic strip. I used to go there. It was right in the west. I think it was East or West Village. I was in high school. I take the train or bus at night.
In high school doing stand-up. That's just mind-blowing to me.
So, and I used to do this very Polish-based act and talk. I used to do these other things that used to do very well in New York. I was close to getting a manager, and then I went to college. So I did my act in Austin. I guess I was a freshman in college. I went down to Velveeta Room, and this act
great name.
Yeah, this act that did very well in New York because it hit the New York people. I did it at this club. I got 0.
Oh man!
And literally, I heard crickets the whole time.
Wow!
It just bombed. So I redid acts. So you probably saw one of my redos, but I never found that niche again. Like I had a really good niche, a really good thing in New York for a little while. And when I got to Austin, I've never been able to really connect with that again. Mm-hmm. It's something I always dream of doing, like going back and doing it, because there's no better feeling than getting laughs from an audience after something you've constructed.
Rick and I went to see you over here at Kick Butt Coffee when you did that bit, your act there. You did the one about the C word.
Oh yeah,
it was really hysterical. It was really, I say hilarious too much. I'm trying not to say that so much. But I'm also trying not to say so much. I noticed that in the last podcast, I was like I was like, oh, that is really abnormal.
You know what's funny, annoying. Jay? I don't remember this C word bit. I got to remember it now.
You don't remember it?
No, I forgot about it.
You ended up like jokingly calling your mom one. Like, that was your like final joke. That was really. And it was really hilarious. It was Terry. It wasn't directly.
No, they know. They know.
Okay,
they're in my stand-up act. They've heard me. I was talking about. I mean, literally, as a high school kid, I'm talking about being a virgin on stage in front of all these adults, in front of my family. Like there was no. I definitely tried to go places at times.
And that's the thing about being a comic. I think you have to be brutal with yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could do that, to be honest.
My opening line was always like, "I'm Polish. I'm a virgin, I'm 17, and I hate my life with a passion." Right then, that broke the ice with people. Because now it's like, whoa, this kid has like all these vulnerabilities on stage.
I always thought you always said you were Italian.
No.
No?
Oh, I have no Italian in me. I used to
Why did I think you were Italian?
because it's a New York thing, you know. Like I come off very Italian.
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed.
So I used to make fun of Italian. That
Paul, I'm so embarrassed.
It's like me thinking Kelly's Asian all the time.
She says she's gotten that before, though.
Yeah.
And for everybody's benefit, Kelly's a Native American.
Yeah, and I call her Asian all the time. No, and I used to make fun of Italians. That was my thing, is making fun of the Polish-Italian disparity. That was like my whole bit.
Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't know this. I think someone told me you were.
Well, yeah, they're definitely wrong.
I obviously. And I got outed on the show, wow, for being an idiot.
No, I get it. My last name comes off as Italian because it has that vowel and the VA.
It does.
All New Yorkers, we assume, are Italian because we come the way we interact and stuff. I interact very Italian. Absolutely. I grew up with Italian kids.
Awesome. Oh, man. Okay, well, having heard that just now today, I never knew that about you. That's so cool.
Yeah, I got to play a few sometime. It would be fun.
I'd love to, man. I'd love to see that. Okay, well, without further ado, we will go ahead and move into our first movie of the week. We do have a special guest coming to join us today. Our friend Keith Carcino is coming.
It's going to be awesome.
It is. We're going to watch Killer Klowns from Outer Space with him when he gets here, and then we'll talk about it. But first, we're going to do the movie that Paul suggested for me. The movie is Crooklyn from 1994, directed by Spike Lee. It's a Spike Lee joint, as he says.
Spike Lee joint.
And we're going to listen to the trailer right now.
Sorry, Greg. You sorry why? Sorry I called your mother a hog. And you sorry about teasing me about being left back 3 times, about being on welfare, about me and my brothers having 3 different fathers? All right already. I said I was sorry.
This time, Spike Lee takes a whole new look at growing up in his old neighborhood.
Is the TV on? No! I'm crazy because I got 5 of y'all. Ow! That have run me stark raving mad.
Somebody lifted the toilet seat up and I almost fell in again.
Shut up, you flat-chested wench.
Why I gotta eat this?
Black eyed peas have calcium.
All the calcium in the world ain't gonna make up for this nasty taste. Can I have some tricks? No, please. Said no, you idiot.
Give it up!
You know, Daddy doesn't want to fight or yell. All Daddy wants to do is play his music.
In a place called Crooklyn,
And stay off my shoe.
all it took to keep it together was a little love, peace, and soul. Alfre Woodard, Delroy Lindo, and introducing Zelda Harris.
That's what family's for. You gotta stick together, right?
Right.
Crooklyn, a Spike Lee joint.
Okay, folks, that was the trailer for Crooklyn, 1994, a Spike Lee joint. I'm going to read the IMDb plot summary, which is very short. From Spike Lee comes this vibrant, semi-autobiographical portrait of a schoolteacher, her stubborn jazz musician husband, and their 5 kids living in 70s Brooklyn. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the music had me at the get-go.
That the stylistics opening up.
The music grabbed me right. I love the stylistics. Have you ever seen Jackie Brown?
Of course.
Oh,
Another
man.
great soundtrack.
Oh, so good. That's one of my favorite soundtracks ever. This movie has a great soundtrack.
The sound...
Oh.
I can't tell you how many times I put in as my notes.
Oh.
Music is so good.
Oh, my God. I keep bringing it up, too.
Yeah, and there's a few scenes that I still have like connected in my head as like I still remember those, like
Yes.
the Ooh Child scene. Like I really remember that
Yes.
scene, and I attached that scene to this movie.
It's just like Jackie Brown. There's certain when I hear that song, I see her. I see that moment.
Yep.
You know, right at the beginning, just the montage during the credits. I'm there. I'm in the 70s again.
Yeah.
You know, the Rock'em Sock'em robots that they were
Yep.
playing with on the front porch. Oh my God.
Did you play a lot of the street games they played? There's a few in there that my uncles used to play with me.
Well, yes, like Kick the Can, which is kind of what they were doing.
Yeah.
The thing about Freeze, where
Red light, green light.
Yeah, red light, green light, all that. A lot of that stuff we did.
Did you play Skelly? That was one that always sticks out to me.
What is Skelly?
Skelly is the one where they have the big board on the sidewalk and they hit the bottle cap into different sections.
Oh no, we didn't do that.
So my uncles used to play that with me because we didn't play those growing up, but they always used to show me those games that they played growing up.
Uh-huh.
Like stickball's another one that we didn't play a lot of stickball, but we played other games. But, you know, the Skelly, the Tops, I remember my uncle showing me how to play Tops.
Uh-huh.
And those were really common Brooklyn games at that time.
No, didn't do that. In fact, it's really funny. When I was a kid in our neighborhood, when I was in Deer Park, there were several kids in there. We'd always hang out together and play. And one of them said, let's play kick the can. We're like, well, how do you do that? We have to find it. So we found an old coffee can, rusty coffee can.
Yeah.
You know. So what do? Well, you put it in the middle of the street, and then, they're telling the rules, and then you kick the can. And the girl kicked the can, hit me straight on the forehead, the edge of it, slashed my forehead open.
Oh, my God.
My sister runs screaming into the house for my parents. Jay, so what's wrong? She couldn't even talk. My mother comes out, and my face is just covered in blood, just, like a stuck pig. So we never played kick the can again after that.
Yeah, I feel like that crowd would have done the same thing, but kept playing. Like those kids in that corner.
It was like, do you want to play kick the can? No, let's not play that. We'll play something else. So funny. I loved it about 8 minutes in when the kid's making lemonade and he's pouring like half the bag of sugar in there.
And another one that I always wanted to play was Stratomatic. That was the board game they were playing on the stoop. It's a baseball board game.
Oh, okay. See, I never would have known about that.
It's super nerd level baseball game.
It looked super nerdy.
Yeah, you roll the dice, and based on that, every card has like odds. So if you hit certain numbers, different. Oh, it's super, super nerdy, but that's how a lot of the guys like me now in baseball, when they were younger, I had baseball video games. That's what they used to do.
That's what you did, yeah.
You played Stratomatic because that was like the nerdy way to play baseball without actually playing.
I remember that name, too. I seem to remember
They still make them, and it's a big deal. Like, people have updated cards with players from nowadays, where you used to be able to buy the ones with players from those eras and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to mention that because that's a very big baseball nerd game.
It seems like I remember hearing of that, but of course, being about baseball, I wouldn't have been interested,
And he did a great job with getting the realia, like getting the real, like the authentic cars from that era.
It felt like the 70s. It really did.
Because I tried to look to see if like there was inconsistencies, and there were none. Like they had the old version of all those games.
Anachronisms that I could see.
No, they did a really good job of keeping that tight.
They really did. Oh, you were asking me what I watched it on? YouTube kept freezing up on me. That's why I had to end up renting it again on Amazon, and just to continue where I left off. About 9:45, the neighbor's singing "It's Not Unusual." That guy. That's the only critique I have for this movie. I think he was so over the top.
Yeah.
He seemed like a character out of an Adam Sandler movie.
You know who that was, right?
No.
That's the guy from Warriors who says, "Warriors.
Is that the same
come
actor?
Out to play."
No wonder he's so annoying.
And he's also again in the movie. Did you notice that? He plays. Remember when they're in Virginia and they're watching the guy sing 1, 2, 3? He's the preacher. He's the other singer. So they brought him back for that scene as well.
That's pretty well. The other character, he's basically in disguise with those glasses and everything,
Yeah, and there was a lot of homophobic behavior towards him. There was a lot of things that there was issues with it.
I'm gay and I wanted to beat him up. I mean,
yeah,
he's so annoying.
But at times, though, I see his side because the kids are throwing trash on his.
They are, but he's so
he's very obnoxious,
and he's so inconsiderate to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, why would you want to be nice to him? He's so inconsiderate. He cares about nobody but himself. That's the kind of person that I just, I found him so annoying.
And I really love how Delroy Lindo at the end says, "Let me help you one day do that." I thought that was a really beautiful scene because you can see
an awesome character.
You see that guy change a little bit. It's the first time anyone's really offered that help with him. You could see he's a lonely, like really confused, very strange guy.
Very strange. So socially inept.
And that could maybe change the behavior. But yeah, Delroy Lindo, one of my first comments is he's so likable.
Oh man, him and of course the gorgeous, amazing Alfred Woodard just is amazing in this movie. Paul, the performances in this film. Thank you so much for suggesting this movie. It's so nominating, whatever. I enjoyed it so much.
The acting is phenomenal.
It's so good.
How about my favorite scene? And I knew you'd love this scene. RuPaul in the bodega.
I did not know RuPaul was going to be in this movie. And I even wrote it here. RuPaul.
Isn't that scene is so crazy?
It's Connie.
Yeah, it's such a crazy scene.
And
I love it.
Good.
Yeah, looking
good, honey. RuPaul's looking good in this. Of course, RuPaul is always looking good.
Oh, and the guy's dancing with her, and they're getting in. It's just such a what a good.
It's so great, and the guy at the counter, like, what? Hey, stop paying attention to them and come over here.
Yeah,
give me your money. Get out.
He's one of those guys you've seen a lot of. I've seen him in other things also. So he's a guy who might have launched off from this movie potentially. He plays a lot of bit role. He plays a lot of. I've seen him in a lot of different
things. I see. I didn't recognize him. He seems to me like one of those actors too that kind of disappears into the role a lot. You know. The kids are great in this. You believe that they're a family. You totally believe that they're growing up together. When they're watching The Partridge Family,
yes.
Oh my God, and sing. That's what my sister and I used to do. We used to sing along with The Partridge Family. It was like, yes, oh my God, that's us. It's so great. The sheets on the beds. Even the sheets on the beds were like, those are 70s sheets. It was so cool. I did note that in the middle of the film, it did kind of get a little languid. The pacing kind of slowed down a bit. The trip to Virginia. Well, first of all, early on, the black eyed peas bit, which kept saying, you know, you got to eat your black eyed peas, and he throws them up.
Yep. It's such a classic family
really
move.
Great. It is.
You got Spike Lee sniffing glue.
And that scene where they're upside down floating along is so funny.
Yeah.
The altercation with that neighbor, the one, you know, with the glasses, that was an unpleasant scene, but that was part of the story, you know, but it was like,
It's an unpleasant scene, but it's real. You know what? It felt real.
It did. Except, like I say, that actor to me just went, it was like a caricature more than a real person. I just felt like it was a Saturday Night Live character.
That actor is an over actor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's his thing.
It worked in The Warriors, though. I think it worked in that.
It fit that setting. Yeah, this one was so authentic in behavior because even though the mother is like over the top. You know, like with certain actions, she's not over the top as an actress at all.
No.
You know, like she's very strong and very powerful, but not in this. She's trying too hard. Like I felt that this is a real mother right here.
She was amazing in this. It felt very real. I love it when what is the little girl's name? I forgot. Troy. Her name is Troy.
Adorable.
Played by Zelda Harris. She's amazing in this. When she and her friend, at about 34 minutes in, they try to steal some stuff from the store, and she tries to steal potato chips, and her friend says, next time steal something easier.
Yeah, the Puerto Rican girl.
So that's too noisy. And then a few minutes later, she's griping about something to her mom, Alfre Woodard, you know, and Alfre Woodard said, "You selfish child, don't tell me about privacy. I can't even take a piss without 6 people hanging off my tits."
Yep.
So, and then later on, Mr. Big Stuff comes on, the music.
Oh,
man, the music is so good. And then, even later, 50 minutes, and you won't, this is something from my era, the song Soul Mikasa. It came out in 1972 by a group called Manu Dibango.
Which scene is this? That's one song I didn't recognize.
This is 50 minutes in. I can't remember what scene it was. And I think they were in the apartment, and it's a disco. It's like the very first disco
Soul Train
hit.
Are they watching Soul Train?
I think it was when they were watching Soul Train.
They watched Soul Train around that time.
I think it was.
He's arguing to put on the Nick game or something like that.
I think that was Soul Train, maybe. I just freaked out when I was like, oh my God, there's that famous song, because that's like one of the first underground disco records that hit it big.
Yeah.
You know, before it became commercial.
Mm-hmm.
51 minutes. Sorry, Greg. You sorry why when Troy is telling Greg? Yep. So, I'm sorry I called your mother a hoe. You sorry about teasing me about being left back 3 times and about being on welfare and about me and my brothers having 3 different fathers?
He's such a good Haskell character, that kid. He plays like the black version of Haskell.
He really is, Eddie Haskell.
Yeah. Where he's sitting there and he's like asking for an apology.
Nice to the mommy.
And then she starts, the girl's like, I'm sorry. And he sticks his tongue out and runs.
I did not even make that connection. And you are so right. That's hilarious.
The kids and the interactions with them are so real.
They're very real. I've noted many times here in my notes how realistic this relationship is between all these people.
Yeah.
And let's see. Why am I happy she got away with stealing up here? Why am I happy about that? I am. You glue sniffers, leave me alone.
Oh, that dream
sequence where she thinks she's sniffing glue.
That's always a great shot when she's moving there, because she's not actually walking. She's kind of like teleporting towards them. She's floating towards them. That's always great imagery.
And then she floats up and away from them. And that actress, boy, I'm sure she didn't really sniff glue, but boy, she sure looked like she was out of it.
She was perfect for this role.
She did a great job on that. They went on their road trip, even though they didn't have electricity.
That scene is. I hate that scene. I feel so bad for both sides when
it's like
the electricity gets cut off and the guys, they're like, "We pay you." It's just, but you feel their struggle at that point.
To the tune of "Tears of a Clown."
That was my first ever record as a kid.
Oh, really?
My uncle bought me one of those little record players, and he got me...
The 45?
The little 45s. He got me Tears of a Clown.
I had that 45.
And Hubba Hubba Zoot Zoot.
I did not have that one.
Yeah, so that was the first little record I had as like a little kid. I always have fun. So when I hear that song, I think of like my childhood really immediately. It's a great
It just
song.
brings you right back.
And it's such a great song.
It
is.
is.
Oh my gosh.
It is. It's a wonderful song. Dad, the character of Dad, he's likable because of the actor, but he kind of pisses me off. Because I made my living for years as a dancer, and an artist works. You keep working. You get a job. You know, even if you're living with your parents, whatever, you still work. And you support yourself. You contribute. I just felt like he's expecting her to do all the money.
He's being selfish, and that makes him so real.
That does make him real. But then he also is there when the chips are down. You know what I mean? He's also, even though he's selfish about that, and she probably knew this going in with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think this is just their relationship. But he is there when the chips are down later.
His family, if you notice, all his brothers are great, like fathers. Like they're very loving, and they understand people.
I love that they really showed that.
Yeah,
you know, the dads. There's bad people in it. Like the glue sniffers are not great people. Yeah, but the dads in this were cool. They were good dads.
Like his brother steps up so much for them in that movie, and you see that family matters so much. Like even when they're in Virginia, the mom is incorrigible. You know, she is hard. She's just really tough to deal with.
That character is, you just hate her from the get-go.
You hate her from...
And I wrote here, I can't help but think that this was a very small percentage of the African-American community.
Absolutely.
This woman.
But the father was really great.
He was cool.
That's his brother.
Why on earth would he...
Oh, I'm thinking that the whole time. But
why on earth?
But he
anyway.
gets the kids. You could tell he comes from a good place. He's not selfish. You know, he really wants what the kids need.
How did he end up with that selfish woman?
It's crazy.
But that's like real life too.
Yeah, you never know how people get together.
Sometimes you look at couples, you're like, really? Okay.
Okay.
That was real culture shock for the character Troy. Culture shock. Pardon me. I wrote this down, an hour and 16. 1, 2, 3, The Devil's After Me.
That's the song they're singing on the TV when What's-His-Face appears again from the Warriors.
Oh, okay.
And then the cousin, I forget the cousin's name. I always want to say her name's Virginia because they're in Virginia.
Oh, now I remember that song. Yes.
She's
her
like,
cousin.
And the cousin says, I love this song. You want to sing it with me? And Troy's looking at her like...
Really?
But when they bring it back, it has this really extra effect.
It has resonance.
It has a resonance with it.
It really does.
Because it's after the mother dies.
Yeah. Because we spoil everything on this show.
We spoil everything, and I always spoil it way too early.
And see, I kept at an hour 31. I said, so this is why she sent Troy, because I was thinking, why do they want her to go away? Why are they wanting her to go away? And then I realized she's gonna be dealing with her disease, but you don't know she's sick yet.
No,
because this is all pretty much from Troy's point of view.
This is Troy's movie.
Yeah, and it's great that way. So I wrote here, this is why she sent Troy away, because she's sick. And Aunt Song, her name is Song, right? Aunt Song, what a nightmare, man. She was nuts.
Oh, she was.
And I have a dog. I love my dog, but give me a break.
That dog scene is a great scene.
It's so good. Oh my God, it's so good.
And then when she's laying at the grave and Troy's like, "Thank you, Aunt Song. It was a great time. I'm sorry about your dog," and she just starts crying.
Even though I hated him.
Yeah. Even though I hated him.
No, she does. She said, "I'm sorry about your dog," and then she said, "I'm sorry you did, even though I hated you," or something like that.
But you notice the aunt doesn't even hug her goodbye or say goodbye. She's all about that grave.
She's all about the dog.
Yeah, and that's a really sad scene when Troy's leaving and you see the cousin chasing the car.
I know.
Because you know that this is the only fun she has now.
And then those two... they created such a bond together, and the two young actresses, they really seem to enjoy each other, you know.
And they were kind of playing the games in Brooklyn, but in a different way.
Yeah,
they were still doing jump rope. Mm-hmm. They were still doing the hand games, tied to the tree. Yep. They were playing, badminton, of course, and they were just she was having fun there, and it was nice to see that because you do feel for her, like she's leaving her family.
Yeah,
what is she going to do out here? And she made a bond. She made a friendship,
and I was worried about her staying with that aunt, but her friend, her cousin, who became her good friend, that was awesome.
Yep.
I like to think that later on they still get to hang out together when they get older.
I hope so too.
An hour and 33 minutes, the Shy Lights. Oh, girl.
Mm-hmm. Is that the scene where the guy sings it? No, that letter scene is one of my favorite scenes. When the mother writes the letter.
Oh, man.
And they update everything that's going on. And
Paul, this movie had me crying, man. It was so good.
When Clinton doesn't go to the jazz recital, that's when the waterwork. That's the first tear move where it's like, God. And he comes back and says, in that really sullen way, the Knicks are the world champions. And like he can't even be excited about it because he missed his dad's. It's such a heart-wrenching scene, and you see it in Delroy Lindo. Like he's happy for him, but that was his big night. That was his big moment, and he missed it. But I love when they do they're singing. All the kids are singing on the block with that terrible singer. Yeah. Like that's a really fun little clip.
And there was an Afro-Sheen commercial. I remember those commercials. They would show them during Soul Train all the time. So authentic. Everything in this movie is so authentic. And I keep thinking what good actors these kids are. We already said that, but wow. They're amazing. The kids dancing along to Soul Train. My sister and I did that every Saturday. We would dance Soul Train and American Bandstand and all that stuff. Oh, God. Oh, man. This movie made me cry twice. It's like, damn, this movie's really getting to me. When her brother, who's usually a jerk to her, reaches out and takes her hand after Mama's dead.
Oh, I was going to say, that's Waterworks right there.
I lost it. And then right after that, they start with the Shaft theme, and she's a badass after that. And it's yes, I love it.
They bring you right back up.
Yes.
They bring you right back up.
They don't wallow in it. I like how Spike Lee did not wallow in all that stuff. It's like life. Life keeps going.
Yep.
And you never forget. And I wrote here, this is like a Black Woody Allen movie. And I cry again. This is like a Black Woody Allen movie. I have to say, overall, a few slow moments, but really, truly engaging, really moving in some scenes. I would recommend this movie very highly. This is definitely a movie treasure to me.
Absolutely. And I wanted to mention 2 songs that come up at great times. So
sure.
The Ooh Child, every time I hear that's such a sad...
That song... Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's such a sad moment because that's when she's going to the funeral, but it's such a beautiful song,
so beautiful.
and it feels like it's being sung to Troy, like it was written for Troy at this moment.
It really, like we said, had resonance.
It had resonance.
That really had resonance. And I've seen that movie's been used in. I mean, that music has been used in other movies before, I believe, but I don't think ever to such effect.
No, and then
ever.
And then they play the Spinners in one of the last scenes. They play "Mighty Love," which is a very uplifting song, and it's showing Troy how she's being a motherly figure.
How she's kind of taking over Mom's role.
She's taking over Mom's role,
and she looks so mature in that last scene
because they got her with the afro, and the afro looks cool.
Oh,
she looks great with an afro.
Great. And also the expression on her face, she looks so worldly at that. It's like she's learned a lot in this last year or whatever. What was the scene at the beginning with her peeing on the floor? What was that about? I don't get it. What was that about?
I think she's acting out. It's either she's acting out or maybe someone was in the restroom or just she was having trouble because they were showing her having trouble sleeping. I think it shows the stresses of like a 9 or 10-year-old growing up and they just do things like that. Because that's usually what peeing your bed's about.
Well, I thought maybe she was like sleepwalking and doing it, but it never came up again.
That was one thing. I thought they brought it back up again, but they really dropped it. Like right then, it was just gone. Maybe it was a character building thing.
I don't know, but I thought that was odd. That was the only thing that didn't like tie in with everything.
You're right. Yeah, it did stand out. When I saw it, and they just didn't bring it back.
Yeah, it never. And I wonder if there was more before.
Yeah.
And there he is, David Patrick Kelly. Yes, that's the same guy. And his name was Tony Eyes. Did not know that. Great acting, great music, really good, smart writing, and good directing. I thought Spike Lee did a great job on this.
This is probably this and Do the Right Thing are my 2 favorite Spike Lee movies.
Do the Right Thing is, classic.
But this one, I think, like those brothers, when you see them interact,
it's so real.
It's so they're so that the second brother, I think, is when he's crying. That's when I lose it really the first time. Is when all the brothers are crying in the bedroom and the father is just trying to calm them down and they're just in tears.
It's so heartbreaking.
But Troy's not crying, and then she has her breakout scene later where the father, I guess, is trying to get a mouse or something, and they just sit on the toilet. It's just so many touching scenes.
I think because some people are put off by Spike Lee's personality sometimes. I've told a person I work with I was going to be watching this, and she's like, I just don't like him. And I'm like, I get that because he can be abrasive. Usually I agree with what he's saying, even though I don't always like the way he says it, but I usually agree with what he's saying. But this movie, you shouldn't let that get in the way of enjoying this movie because this is a very warm-hearted, loving film. This movie was made with love and affection. I mean, it made me feel great.
If you grew up in the 60s and 70s,
oh man, especially
it's going to bring you back so much.
Everything in it, everything is so true to the 70s. I really appreciated that because I was there, man. That was in 1970. I was 10 years old, so this is like my childhood.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
And for me, I have the connection. Like my family from Brooklyn grew up in neighborhoods similar to this, so it helps me connect with them. Even though a lot of them grew up in the 60s and maybe the 50s, there's still similarities that carry across. And of course, my uncle who worked for Motown was really into this type of music.
Oh yeah,
my mom's into this type of music,
even though how good the music is in this.
So my mom was probably more older than Clinton when this happened. So she would have experienced this music, and she really has fond memories. I texted her that I'm watching this, and she goes, "Oh, I love that movie. I haven't seen it in so long." There's so many connections with that.
I just want to add, when he says Clinton, he's talking about a character in the movie, not Hillary.
No, not Hillary. I know.
It's not Hillary.
Yeah, that Nick game. Oh, when he comes back, that's like such a tough scene.
Yeah,
but it's like the way they build that scene up in that montage is wonderful. Where he's sitting on his bed, he's like, "Why does Daddy have to play when the Knicks are?" Like it's a real thing. Like this kid, this means the world, and that I think is more Spike Lee.
Oh, I'm sure that's probably him that it happened.
That's what we're thinking. Yeah, because it's semi-autobiographical, and my guess is always that Clinton was Spike Lee.
I think so too.
That's my guess,
or what he wanted to be,
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well that is Crooklyn. I give it a big thumbs up. Oh, let's talk about what other people talk about it. What did people say about it, rather?
What did they say? And then we could later on put it in the spreadsheet.
And IMDb, he gets a 6.9.
That's a little low for me.
That's a little low. Rotten Tomatoes, critics 76%.
Which is great for critics.
It's pretty good. Audience 90%.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, real audience pleaser. I would agree with that. I agree with the 90% on this one.
Yeah, I'm more... it's really hard to find... I mean, we're picking very minor flaws.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, these are minor things... Minor things. I enjoyed the heck out of this movie.
I'm really upset that Amazon won't let me keep it for those 30 days since I watched it. Because I would definitely have people over to watch this again.
I would totally. I may end up buying this movie someday. It's so good.
Yeah, and the poster is something I would definitely get framed up.
The poster would look great in your place.
Right? It would be a great... Okay, maybe I got to get on that now.
Yeah, that would look really good. And that's going to really bump up your score, too. The audience 90%.
Oh, it's going to help me so much.
That's going to really bump up your score.
Yeah.
What do you call it? What are you calling your ratings? What do you call them?
I haven't come up with a clever name.
Okay, we got to come up with a clever name. But Paul's keeping track to see who's most.
I haven't done it yet. I'm planning for our next
choices.
I'm planning for our next Halloween issue to have an update.
Okay. Well, the movie you pick for me next time is going to bring you way down, I bet.
Oh, I don't even know if there'll be an audience score, dude. I don't even know if there'll be an audience score.
I'm telling you, I watched the trailer the other day and I'm like, oh, God, are you kidding me? You really dropped it on. You dropped the bomb on me with this one.
To be fair, though, there's not going to be a Halloween movie I'm going to pick that you haven't seen.
It's very hard to find one.
It's very hard to find one.
Although I haven't seen the Ernest one.
I know, but I feel like I've talked about this other one so much. We got to do it.
Okay, well, yeah, we're set in on that one for now. Yeah. But next year, if hopefully we're still doing.
Yeah. We'll definitely bring some Ernest in the fold.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to let you listen to the trailer for our next film that we're going to talk about. Which one are we going to talk about next? Should we talk? Here's what's going to happen. Our buddy Keith's coming over. We're going to watch Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Then we're going to all three come in here and record about Killer Klowns and also my choice, which is Trick or Treat for Paul to watch.
I think we should do Killer Klowns because I think we
could
do
after we watch it.
We haven't done that. We've done it before, but like a fresh movie, like right after seeing it.
Let's do that, and then we'll do Trick or Treat after that. Okay?
Sounds great.
This is how you do professional show business, folks. You plan everything on air while everything's happening. You just wait till the last minute and just throw it over the wall and see if it sticks.
Absolutely.
Okay, So now, with no further ado, here is the trailer for Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
It was a night like any other night. Then something happened.
You see that?
Something different.
It's no shooting star.
Why here? Why now? Why clowns? been knocking them dead all over the universe.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
Soon they'll be doing it at a theater near you.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Maybe they're just cruising through the galaxy and stopped here for a bite to eat.
You don't need a police pal, you need a psychiatrist. They want to play games? They're messing with the wrong guy.
What are you in for?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's crazy.
And that was the trailer for Killer Clowns from Outer Space from 1988, directed by Stephen Chiodo. Actually, the Chiodo brothers were the ones responsible for this film. And the person who recommended this film to us is our good friend Keith Carcino, who joins us. He's joining us right now as our very first special guest. Hey, Keith.
Hey.
What's up, Keith?
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Welcome to our show, man. We're so excited. I've been so excited about you coming.
It is quite an honor. I'm a big fan. You know, we've been watching horror movies for such a long time. And
True.
It is nice to be asked to be on here. And for an awesome movie, I think that has definitely become...
has definitely stood the test of time, hasn't it?
From 1988, and it's still, relevant, I would say, especially with all the news of the clowns running around.
That's what's really funny, because you recommended this movie before all that really started.
Well, right, before it became a huge deal.
And then we were like, oh, well, yeah, now it's perfect.
Perfect timing, yeah. It wasn't planned out to be like this, but it just worked out perfectly with all the clown stuff.
So these are definitely not the kind of killer clowns that people have been seeing around the country. Let me read the IMDb plot summary real quick. It says, when a small town is invaded by aliens from outer space who are capturing and killing the townspeople, no one takes them seriously. Why? The aliens all look like circus clowns, use weapons that look like clown-like, use weapons that look clown-like, and all have painted on smiles. Only a few of the young people in town realize the danger, and of course, no one believes them, just like the Blob. Armed with an ice cream truck, they try and rescue their friends. So, Keith, tell us about your history with this movie. What made you pick this movie?
Well, so this was one that my brother and I always used to watch. I think they showed it late 80s, early 90s, maybe on HBO. And, they would show it like 3 in the afternoon on a Saturday where we're just lounging around.
A matinee movie.
Right. They showed it all the time. It was one that we could pick up anywhere in the movie and watch it. So I don't think I've ever seen the movie from start to finish until just earlier. But
isn't that funny?
It was all, I would see it in like 30 to 45 minute, windows, and I kind of pop in and pop out. But again, it's not one of those movies that you really have to stick with from start to finish.
No, you really don't.
No, the plot wasn't very beefy, to say the least. It's not a beefy plot.
Yes, it was quite lean. But the first thing I have to talk about is, to me, the best thing in the movie is John Vernon, Officer Mooney, the jerk. Yeah, of course, you remember him from. He was the dean in Animal House.
I was gonna say, yes. I know I've seen him.
Yes, he's so, and he also was in Dirty Harry. He was in the Dirty Harry movies, also, I think.
Really?
And
he plays that stereotypical cop like really strongly, like that dickhead cop.
Oh,
really
what
well.
A jerk! What a total jerk! I know.
Absolutely.
Oh my God! So first of all, right from the get-go, this movie is so 80s. It's
so
so 80s, right?
The music. You can tell from the moment as soon as it started, you could tell from the makeup to the music.
The girl's hair was like, from the back, I'm like, you're 80s. I can tell.
The theme song, could you get more
that was
80s
great. That was great, though. I love the theme song.
I love the soundtrack from
it's pretty
it was
funny.
So 80s, like as cliche.
Well, and it's like a rock take on circus music, take on campy, cheesy, fun, I love it. And I was thinking at the beginning when they're making out in the raft in the car, I'm like, that's a good idea, actually. I never thought of that when I was like when I was younger. When you had to make out in the car because it was the only place you could go. A raft would have been a good idea. I never thought of that.
That's what you took from that scene, Jay. It's
of course. I'm noticing all the important things. I love the country hick guy. Of course, there's a hillbilly, right? There's always the hillbilly that finds like in the Blob, the same thing. That was probably a bum or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was almost the same character. I mean, it was just like him.
And then dropping the my tarnations.
Oh God,
you got to do the tarnations.
I wrote here overact much hillbilly guy.
Yeah, slightly senile.
Oh my God, it's like this is my moment, my cinematic moment. The actor's like, yeah, I'm nailing this, man.
Driving this home.
I'm nailing this. I love when he grabs what looks like the circus tent that looks like the spaceship that looks like a circus tent. When he grabs it, the thing is wired. Like, that's a great security feature. Maybe Rick and I should do that to the house.
I wonder if he maybe should have touched the tent before punching it. That kind of like bothered me a little bit. Like,
sorry,
maybe
I just laughed right into the mic.
Feel like what would it have felt like? Because he just went at it. Right. He just went for the punch, and that thing is pretty solid. And even if you punch it, you're not going to punch through a regular circus tent.
Yeah,
what are you trying to accomplish? You're going to punch a hole through it and then go find your dog.
Well, okay, and I'm going to pull a Paul line right now. We're going to analyze this plot, right? We're
going you know it.
So deep and meaningful. The symbolism in this movie was fascinating. I love this line that Mooney says, "It's scum like you that's killing this town." To the kid, I love how he talks to these kids.
Oh,
He's
these
so
poor college kids are all
ruthless.
like, "What do you need?" Like they're being really helpful to him, and he's just being over the top.
Oh, God.
Didn't even give him a chance. I mean, they were guilty on sight.
He hates the world.
Yeah,
he hates the world. Everybody's against him. Actually, the beginning is a little slow before the clown action starts. I wrote here that too much time with no clowns at the beginning of the movie, but once the clowns arrive and the gags start, I love when they go through that chamber thing that spins around that looks like it's made out of it looks like air filters, like air conditioning filters that they just like glued together, and then they go to the chamber and. When they go through that chamber and then it looks like they're in that bottomless, that is such an homage or ripoff, whatever. There's a scene in Forbidden Planet that looks exactly like that.
Really?
And they obviously were aping it either for homage or just, let's just rip it off, whatever. I think it was more of an homage. It seems like that kind of movie. I kept thinking about this guy and this girl, the main characters. She is too smart for that dumbass. He is an idiot. The guy was an idiot and then Blondie, the cop.
Oh, wow.
With his bleached tips. He looks like such a stereotypical cop, doesn't he?
Oh man, the acting was
the surfer boy cop. He was
hard to watch at times.
They hit those stereotype lines of the cop who's mad who lost his girl and like saying, when she comes interacts with him and she says something like, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. It doesn't mean I can't love you or stuff like that.
Oh God, it's
cheesy,
super
awesome.
cheesy. Quel fromage.
Yeah.
Such cheese.
So I read that they had a $1.8 million budget.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then, as I was watching too, I was trying to figure out where did that money go. I guess for '88, it was the special effects weren't that bad.
I think all the money went to costume, makeup,
and
special effects,
and I
all
think
of
they spent it wisely. Because
they did because that was the part that was compelling in the movie.
Absolutely.
Did you all see on the last monster dude? Did you see the puppet strings?
Yes, he came down. He was a marionette.
Okay,
I thought that.
Yeah, he was a marionette.
Did you think?
Did you see him grab the strings and rip them?
It might have been like a gruesome scene at that point. So who knows where my head was?
Okay, wait. This is what I really wanted to ask you. Okay, to me there was nothing skeevy.
No,
in
there
this
wasn't.
movie.
There wasn't. I'm just busting chops.
I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I kept thinking, surely maybe the cotton candy will make you skeevy. I don't know.
No, and even that was like sugar. No, there was no scene where I was like, because there's a little blood on the Officer Mooney's face. That's fine. But yeah, most of the kills were very like electronic and digital and
very,
stuff.
very almost kid friendly.
Well,
very kid
right. And I think they kind of aimed for this movie to kind of go in that direction.
They weren't going for the gore in this one,
which is partly why I was able to be hooked because HBO knew we can't show a movie at in the middle of the day. That's they could show whatever they want. It was filmed tactfully in a way that I think really appealed to the masses, and it's still something that I look back today and think, I can still enjoy it. There's a lot of movies that I liked when I was a kid, and then I come back.
And when you watch them again, you're like, oh, that's really bad.
Thinking?
Yeah.
And this one, I kind of felt that way sometimes, but I still don't regret the last hour.
But the gag, what makes the movie are the silly gags.
Right.
You know, like the thing where the girl's going to jump out the window and they're holding that little bitty like safety net for her to jump into. Like that's so classic clown, you know, and it's so I love how they pull the clown gags and stuff.
Oh yes.
And the idea of wrapping their victims in cotton candy that's not really cotton candy, that's something that's like
cotton candy
gelling them, turning them, congealing them or whatever.
Well, go ahead, Paul.
I was just gonna say, have you ever seen a cotton candy house? Like that's a great line from the girl.
like this, like how many damn cotton candy houses have you been in?
Yeah, and he's thinking it's a legit cotton candy factory.
It's a factory.
Perfect.
That's where they hang it to dry.
Yeah, this makes perfect sense.
Cotton to dry. I'd say. That was God. The main characters are pretty obnoxious, but in a really funny way. I felt like, you know. Oh man, I also noticed that the clowns when they're walking, and I know it's because the costumes must have been really cumbersome. They walk like big babies.
They waddle.
The way they waddle, and but then I love it when they like the hand puppet thing, the shadow puppet thing with the hands. Great gag.
Love it.
Great gag.
Love that one. That was great.
So the 5 miles had an issue with that. Had those clowns walk 5 miles at that speed. Plot summary, plot element. I know, but it was still like
plot analysis.
But like they didn't show them flying. Like make them fly. You know, if
they did jump a couple times. Remember that one jump?
Yeah, they started jumping.
Kind of got beamed up.
Yeah,
if they would have jumped 5 miles, I would have believed it. But like the way they were walking, no way they're covering 5 miles in 2 minutes.
Oh no, but see, I didn't even notice that it was 5 miles. I'm not. That's how much I'm paying attention to the plot in this movie.
Don't worry, I'll keep us up to speed. I'll keep us up to speed.
Thank you, because I was really worried about that. The gang, or I'm using quote fingers, gang guy that says, "What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?"
Oh yes,
and then he says, "Talk about cheesy." That was really.
Well, there were a lot of those cheesy one-liners that they just kind of fed off of.
Oh yeah,
the boo when the guy starts booing the hand puppets.
Oh yeah, boo! Give us something better. Oh, and he did.
Yeah, he did, and that guy got what. That's what you get for booing a clown.
Yeah,
you know. What was the ventriloquist bit with Mooney? I like that gag. I thought that was really good.
That was one of the scenes I remember when I was younger that I looked at, and it freaked me out.
It was really
because you knew something was wrong with Mooney.
And I love when he pulls his hand out of his back. That's so great.
Yeah.
See, I keep thinking this movie could be remade as really dark and frightening.
Oh,
you know, you could really do it dark and scary.
Which, by the way, they are thinking of making.
They are talking about doing a sequel. Can you believe it? 35 years later, whatever it is.
I did read that the sequel might have who was it? I think the guy who played Mike or Grant Kramer, the guy who
is that Blondie?
I think that's the cop.
I think so. He's or what was it him?
I don't know.
Well,
here I can look here. Oh yeah, Grant Kramer was Mike Tobacco.
Right, he was the.
Oh no, the
boyfriend.
The cop was John Allen Nelson. It says here. That's Dave.
So I think the remake, or not the remake, but the sequel will end up having him as some kind of town bum, and no one believes him, and it comes back, and it kind of plays
like
off
he's gone
that.
downhill since
he's
then.
Kind of gone downhill. Doesn't have a whole lot of credibility. We'll see.
Interesting.
So do you think they're going to give us a deep story of where these clowns really come from and why they're invading our planet?
Well, no. Here's what I'm worried about. Because what I love about this movie is all the effects are practical. I mean, except for the animated things, like the shadow thing was animated, but those clowns were real costumes and makeup and animatronic stuff.
And that's what made it so.
I'm afraid with the modern one because it's so much easier to do that now that they're going to do a digital thing, and I'm afraid it's just going to not going to have the same charm.
It's not going to show the same. Right?
Yeah, because this movie does have a charm to it.
Absolutely,
it does,
and that's what made it a cult classic.
Yeah,
you look back on it now, and it is charming. But again, I kind of like if they kind of made it a little more horrific. You know, if they kind of added a little more deep, dark, kind of twisted.
See, I feel that way about the movie The Final Girls. I feel that way about a lot of movies. It's like, you should have gone that extra step.
Not that I'm complaining. I mean, I still enjoyed it.
No, I'll still watch it again.
Right.
Yeah, like a dark movie would have killed that little girl.
Right.
Like that little girl's done.
She would have been cotton candy.
Yeah, she would have been cotton candy. Like,
you are
she's
cotton
done.
candy, bitch. I'm sorry, honey.
Because once you go over the line of killing a kid, like you can kill old people all the time, but you kill a kid
or an animal,
or an
like
animal,
a dog or a cat. Yeah,
they did kill a dog.
They did. That's right.
Well, he was taken. You think he was?
Oh,
killed?
he's cotton candy.
He's definitely cotton candy.
He is. I love when the girls she goes in the shower and the popcorn things all start coming to life, and then like 3 hours seem to go by.
She was in there a while,
and she's stepping out of the shower. It's like, girl, you got to be one big prune by now.
I think they came back like twice, and then she was still in the shower, and finally let you right. It felt like forever.
She's taking that lather, rinse, repeat thing to an extreme. I think.
Did you see that hair? She got to wash that for a while.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That was like at least 10 pounds of hair on her head.
10
I swear
pounds.
to God.
Yeah.
I wrote here, the gags are really funny, but this movie's not going to win any awards. And I love when the guy says, they're not clowns. They're some kind of animal from another world that looks like clowns. At one point, I'm thinking to myself, that ice cream truck, because the music was like really twisted on the ice cream truck. You know, it gets that has that really weird attitude thing going on. The ice cream truck was kind of scarier than the clowns, really. Another movie, that ice cream truck with that weird music could have been like the scariest thing.
That's a very ice cream men can be very scary. If
Don't you?
right.
I mean, that can be really creepy.
Yeah, they're a creepy position because
again,
following that trend, they're dealing with kids, and if they're sadistic against kids, that's creepy as all hell.
There are a lot of opportunities you could make this go south.
Oh yeah. Did am I the only one who thought that the cotton candy things hanging there looked like pink light bulbs?
I thought for a minute there, I thought it was more like a scrotum.
It did look. Oh my God! It did, just with one big testicle,
with one large testicle hanging. At the
Unitesticle.
A little Lance Armstrong or Lenny Dykstra situation.
When they were chasing through the spaceship, it really made me think, especially when they went in and out of the mouths of those like big fish things, like. It made me think of Tim Burton, kind of like the Pee Wee Herman movie a bit. Mm-hmm. It really had that kind of look to it for a while, without the money.
That Big Top Burger definitely reminded me of a Pee Wee movie.
Right?
That whole setup was like, oh, this is like Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Well, there was a Big Top Pee Wee, by the way.
Yeah, the sequel was Big Top Pee Wee. That's a pretty rough movie to watch.
It's not nearly as good as the first one.
The Big Adventures, but it had the same
That's Tim
feel.
Burton's first movie.
Is that really?
Yeah, that was his first film. His first full-length film.
Another childhood favorite.
Oh, yeah, man. I'll never forget the first time I saw that. Large Marge.
Oh, yeah.
Tell him Large Marge sent you, man.
What'd you get sent to jail for? That sticker on the mattress.
Tag on the mattress.
Says don't rip it off.
I ripped it.
Cut it off.
Wow.
I'm alone.
I love that. I love that movie so much.
Rebel.
The giant marionette clown that comes in at the end, the big like finale thing.
Yeah.
It really made me think of a Godzilla movie. The way it was, because it was obviously a regular size clown suit guy that was filmed and then put in optically. You could tell, but it was like very Godzilla. I really liked it, actually.
It was a good idea, but I don't know. He didn't really seem to cause that much panic and fear.
Oh, well, by that point, nothing's. I mean, it's like, okay, now what? Okay, a giant marionette. Great. Okay, bring it.
Right.
And you already know their vulnerability. You got to go for the nose.
Yep, go for the nose. I love that.
Got to go for the nose.
It always knows.
Yeah.
And at the end, I already said this to y'all, but the big ship, when it's spinning away, it looks like a big top. Get it? Big top. Get it?
And it was.
And of course, they have to end with the pie in the face.
What was the purpose of that? Just
a little punctuation mark on the end of that, just to make it silly. I think it would have been funnier if the pies would hit them and then they start screaming and melting.
Oh, now it's just incinerated and smoked. Right. Now we're talking. Now that's an ending.
Oh my God! So Paul, had you ever heard of this movie before? Even
I have. I remember seeing it when I worked in the video store, and it never was a movie that crossed my mind to watch. It just didn't seem like the genre I was into, but it was a fun experience, because you get into the world very quickly, you realize they're not taking themselves too seriously, and there's no gore. And that's like really, a first, like on the show for me almost.
Very minimal.
It is, and
for the horror movies anyway. Yeah,
I would be surprised if and when they do make a remake or a sequel, if they keep it the same way. I bet they'll kind of. I just have a feeling that the current version will be a little more gory, a little more dark. but still keep
That's
in
what I
the humor.
want, but I don't think that's what's going to happen.
You can't do away with the humor, though. That is kind of what makes it Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
You have to have that sensibility. It has to have that tone, or else it's not going to. And they're doing this because there are so many fans, so I can't imagine they would want to do it very differently because the fans are the ones that are wanting it, But then we've said that before about movies, and then the remake comes out, and you're just like, like Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that remake. It's terrible. It's terrible.
I could see them. I could see them making this very, as you were saying, very digital and very hyped up and over the top special effects because they're gonna want to. They don't want to market this as a cult classic. They want to market this to the mass, even though they have a fan base.
As much money as they can.
Because they know if they make this movie, no matter what it is, all the cult fans are going to go see it no matter what. And then they want to pull in those other fans that might not have seen this, but would be interested in seeing this very special effects, a movie rich in special effects, which I agree, it would take away from the feeling.
I personally wouldn't mind the special effects, but as long as they hold true to what made this movie work.
Keep the spirit the same, yeah.
I mean, I would like to see the costumes the same. You can maybe put a little more variety of clowns in there, some tall ones, fat ones,
which they were pretty good about that in this, actually.
Oh, they did. Yeah. And that's what drew me to it.
I can't remember. I think Rob Bottin is the guy who did the clowns, and they actually reused the molds for a couple of these clowns for another movie, and I'm trying to think of what it was. I think it was it Ghoulies? Not the Goonies, but Ghoulies.
Oh, the Ghoulies, yeah.
Ghoulies,
right.
Or one of these little, where there were creatures.
Green little blob creatures, which was like critters. But
and a couple of the creatures, he just painted them a different color, but they were the clown masks that he used for this movie, and he just reused them and painted them differently.
I can see that, because remember, Ghoulies were very round and
they were little
kind of things,
gross-looking
almost
creatures,
like critters, but
more practical effects.
Amphibious,
actually,
I guess.
They did, didn't they? Come out of they come out of the toilet, or was that Chud? That was Chud that came out of the toilet. I can't remember. I didn't really care for those kind of movies very much. Don't worry, I'm not going to be making you watch those, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
I really I'm not that into those. Shall we talk about the ratings that this movie has gotten?
Let's hear it.
Okay, on IMDb, the movie has a 6.1.
So 0.8 more than Crooklyn.
Okay.
Which scares me.
Okay, Rotten Tomatoes. The critic score is 71%. 71% on Rotten Tomatoes by critics. The audience score is 59%.
Really?
I was really shocked. I truly thought the audience score would be higher than the critic score.
Right. I would think those numbers should be flip-flopped.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That really surprised me.
So the critics, 71%, huh?
And yet, the 59% of the people that like it really like it because they're talking about making a sequel now, and it's got this cult following now. It's all these movies end up with cult followings. It's so funny, especially these ones from the 80s. It seems like
the most random ones you would think,
just bizarre ones, yeah.
And that 59. I guess there's probably a lot. I bet you critics get the feel of the movie more, get what they're going for. Where I could see a lot of people who don't get what this is about.
Yeah, I'm just surprised because these are people bothering to score it on here, and I'm kind of surprised that more of the fans aren't trying to get that. You know what I mean? Like more fans aren't putting their rating in to get the score to come up. I'm just kind of I was a little surprised by that one.
Absolutely.
But maybe they're annoyed by Blondie Cop Man like I am too. So
he was a little annoying.
Oh my God, his frosted tips were just killing me. Every time I see the movie, I'm like, oh, there he is, Surfer Cop. Yay, Surfer Cop.
Yeah, they could have had a much cooler hero.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
A cooler hero.
And could have had a smarter boyfriend for the girl, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, she's just got bad taste in men, I think.
It was a small town. There wasn't really much.
Yeah, slim pickings, huh?
By the way, question. Thinking of the cast, in the beginning, is that kid with the red glasses, is that the kid from Christmas Story much older?
No.
It looked just like him.
Because he would have been, you're thinking of,
79, 80?
No. Christmas Story was in the 80s, wasn't it? Or was it in the 90s? You know what?
80s.
Let's look it up real quick.
I thought it's definitely. I thought 70s maybe.
No, it's not that old.
I was thinking early 80s maybe.
Okay.
I don't even think it's that old. Hang on.
Because let's think. Say it was 1980 and he's 12 there. He'd be 20 now.
Yeah, it's kind of ballpark.
Apparently, I don't know how to type. I'm typing with my left hand.
That was the only note I took, and I forgot to mention in the beginning. Because I saw and I was like, yo, is that the kid?
83.
There you go.
Okay, so
and his name is Peter Billingsley.
That's right.
This movie was made in 88. So that would have been 5 years later.
If he's 12 in this, then he hit puberty and turned 17.
Well, he would be in here. Let's see, but I don't. Christopher Titus.
Oh, come on, pull up.
I don't think it was him. Because I've seen this movie several times. Okay. I think I would have recognized him.
It was just such a big coincidence that he had blonde hair and red glasses.
That is a coincidence, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't see him popping up either.
One of the clown performers is Genie Houdini. Still going through here. Nope. If it was him, he's not credited.
No. He would have been. That I thought that was like kind of a little thing. They were just like a little what do they call them? Like throw like those Easter eggs,
like an Easter egg, like a cameo performance.
Yeah.
You have to remember, A Christmas Story was not a hit when it came out, so he wasn't really famous till later for that.
Oh, okay.
Because it really became a hit when it came on cable.
Oh,
and people started seeing it on cable, and that's when it really hit big. Right. Because at the movies, it didn't do that great.
Was it Darren McGavin?
Yes, and Melinda Dillon.
Yep.
And, that movie is priceless. Anyway, anybody else have anything else to say about the Killer Klowns?
Well, I was actually just kind of browsing around the internet, and I found it was a you could buy one of the cotton candy cocoons for like a full size one for $300.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So if you have,
so where are you going to put it?
I'm thinking just, instead of a Christmas tree this year, I'll just hang it right.
Oh yeah,
hang
that'd be awesome.
That'd be great, man.
I'm sure that'll.
Oh yes,
yeah.
We'll be over for photos. It'll be great. Okay, so anybody, Paul? Anything else? Do you recommend this?
Do I recommend this? Ooh. I'm putting it in my category that I typically put your movies in, Jay, and Keith, now you're entering this category. In front of the right person who's into these type of movies, I would recommend it. But I'm not going out of my way to say, yo, you got to see Killer Klowns.
This is not a movie that will please the masses, but if you have a campy sense of humor and if you like horror movies, and if
this
like
might
have
be
this,
right up your alley.
Yep, right up your alley, and right in your wheelhouse.
And if you hate clowns, I want you to watch this.
The funny thing is, they're not the scary kind of clowns. Those clowns are not scary to me.
They're not, and
because they look like masks. You know what I mean? They look so fake. It's
all
just
of them
fascinating.
Have smiles on their face.
They're creepy, but they're not scary. If that makes sense.
They're kind of gross.
That's
actually,
a good way to put it, Paul. That's a really good way to put it. They're
kind of
gross, but not really scary.
Yeah, they're not really scary. Right. Okay, so that being said, we are going to move on to our final film, and Keith is going to join us for commentary on this because he has seen this film also. The movie is Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat.
From 2007, directed by Michael Dougherty, and we're going to listen to the trailer right now.
During the spookiest time of the year, there are a few guidelines all ghosts and goblins should follow. Always stay on sidewalks. Never go to a stranger's house. And never go out alone.
This is the one night that all sorts of things roam free. Sorry. All these traditions.
Wait.
What?
You're supposed to keep it lit.
Why?
Ain't you tradition?
Putting on costumes,
I look like I'm 5. You look great. What did we do now? We meet our dates.
jack-o'-lanterns.
Why are we here? To pay our respects to the dead? The Halloween school bus massacre.
They started to protect us, but
Morning, guys. What are you doing down there?
Hiding buddies?
nowadays, no one really cares.
This one's still lit.
What is that?
It's them.
Oh my God.
Look at me. It's not a trick. It's real.
Tonight is about respecting the customs, not breaking them.
And that was a trailer for Trick or Treat. And now we're going to have Keith read us the plot summary.
5 interwoven stories that occur on the same block on the same night. Number 1, a couple finds what happens when they blow a jack-o'-lantern out before midnight. Number 2, a high school principal has a secret life as a serial killer. And number 3, a college virgin might have met the right guy for her.
Aww.
Number 4, a group of mean teens play a prank that they take too far.
Uh-oh.
And number 5, a hermit is visited by a special trick or treater.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm quaking already. That was fabulous, Keith. Thank you.
Excellent.
I've always wanted to use that voice for some reason.
So this is not that old. It's only 9 years old. Michael Dougherty who is the man who directed the big hit last year, Krampus.
Okay.
Of the Christmas. So he's got like a holiday thing going on. Cool. So, and Krampus was great. It was really great. Kind of like Gremlins, kind of that kind of thing. You know, scary but funny. And, you know. Okay, so Trick or Treat, when it came out, I just went bananas for this movie. I am so in love with this movie. There are so many things about this movie that are intriguing to me. It's so cleverly written and filmed. It's kind of like a Quentin Tarantino horror film, the way the time frames keep shifting back and forth.
Right.
And you keep seeing other characters from other stories in the background of everything, how they all tie together.
And there were some
so
parts
cool.
that you saw from one person's perspective,
Yes.
and then later in the movie you see it happen again. Like, oh,
it's
yeah, I remember
so
that.
smart to me.
That's
It's so smart. That's how I feel about it.
And they keep you on your heels a lot when a lot of the surprises kind of happen. I wasn't like one of them. I kind of predicted like, okay, this is this guy, but most of them I was kind of like really shocked. Like, oh, I didn't know this was going to happen like this. You know, like they really kept you on your toes with a lot of the twists within the movie.
Oh yeah. Just a couple of things before we get into the story. Most of the trick or treaters you see on the street, all the kids are playing, you know, doing trick or treat. Those are all little people.
Oh, really?
Because they couldn't have. They had to film. Kids. You can only use kids for a certain amount of time. They were always filming at night, so they used little people in costumes.
Because it wasn't.
So a lot of little people.
Or...
Yeah. A lot of little people got work, and and it worked.
Perfect.
This shot this in Vancouver, Canada. And they were either dealing with snow or freezing rain the entire time they were shooting it. It was just a pain in the ass for all of them. So I thank all of them for their sacrifice. And from the start, to me, it just has a great look. Doesn't it? The colors are so saturated, and it's just a gorgeous looking movie. I think it was filmed so beautifully.
And he has a classic Halloween song, like an entrance song, that is still original, if that makes sense. So it has a Halloween feel to it, like a scary feel, but it has its own twist to it. Also.
Yeah. I thought the music is great, and you know what? I don't have the person who did the music here, but they were wonderful. I love. Okay, so what I love about this movie is the more you watch it, the more you see and get out of it. Yeah. Like at the beginning when those girls are trying on costumes, and one of them's like, "I ate some bad Mexican," and then later on you realize she really did eat a bad. Like, she ate a Mexican.
I did not catch that.
God, it's so funny. So about 12 minutes in, we meet Principal Stephen Wilkins, played by Dylan Baker, who is a fantastic actor.
Yes.
Have either of y'all ever seen the movie Happiness?
No, it was not available in my video store because it's the famous director
Todd Solondz.
Okay, that I've heard about this movie forever and I've never seen it.
Well, Dylan Baker plays a pedophile in that movie, and he is the most fascinating, repulsive, intriguing character he's just amazing.
He kind of gave me that vibe on this movie here too.
He's so creepy.
He was like that in Law and Order episode 2. He plays a very
that's
really?
what I remember him from.
Yeah,
he's good in everything he does.
He nails the part.
He's good in everything he does. And we also meet early on Anna Paquin playing Little Red Riding Hood, who looks great.
As soon as she steps out,
And how about that creepy bear kid? When they're changing, you have the kid in the bear costume who's peeking in on them. And those girls, they had some bodies, dude.
I knew you were going to enjoy that.
Oh man, that was I was thinking like they're in the dressing room, what's going to pop out? Holy cow!
Yeah, they were gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she keeps telling her, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. I mean, we'll find out what happens to her later. So the first real story we get into is Principal
Walker, I think you said.
Was it? Oh, where are you? Wilkins. Principal Wilkins. Thank you. Yeah. And you realize that he's a killer.
Yes.
And then he's disposing of bodies. We're spoiling. You really need to see this movie before you listen to this podcast, okay? You really need to see it because we're going to spoil everything.
Like the hurricane evacuations, this is your last chance.
Yeah.
We're not going to save you if you stay in the hurricane.
Well, even the first little bit with the couple coming home from celebrating, and she's in the robot costume, and she blows out the jack-o'-lantern and then gets attacked by Sam. You know, we find out. So we go into Stephen Wilkins, and he's disposing of bodies in a big hole in his backyard, and his kid keeps yelling out the window. And I love it when the kid, he says, "Why don't you watch Charlie Brown?" The kid goes, "Charlie Brown's an asshole."
Yeah, I got it right.
Is that right
here.
there?
That's one of my
Watch your
lines.
language.
Charlie Brown's an asshole.
That was
so funny.
And then you see Brian Cox for the first time, who's already has me hooked.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's awesome, and right away he plays a great asshole neighbor.
Oh yes.
Just right out of the box.
Yes.
And
Up
you
yours.
don't, but you don't really know his story yet.
No, you don't.
Yeah. His look was based on John Carpenter, the director of Halloween.
Oh, okay.
John Carpenter, his long gray hair now, but taken to an extreme.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So then, Daddy, I want to carve the jack-o'-lantern now, but I need your help with the eyes.
Oh, you realize how deep, dark, twisted.
And
that
later
film
on, when you
really
think
is.
you think he's killing him, you think he's killing his son. You know,
Another kid killer.
One of another favorite line of mine from this movie. About 26 minutes in, the three kids going trick or treating house to house, and there's a drunken grown up party going on, and they look in the party and they're looking at it and they're seeing all this stuff. And they say, "I don't even know what that was." And the kid goes, "Coach Taylor was in a hot dog costume, butt fucking a pig, I think."
That reminded me of like a sleepaway camp moment.
It was like some furries, a bunch of
it was
getting
so
off with animal costumes. It was bizarre.
That woman in the cat costume. I love your costume. He says, "Isn't it perfect?"
Oh, this is wow. That's very John Waters.
Yes, right.
Very John Waters.
So they go pick up Rhonda, the idiot savant. That's one of the most gorgeously shot scenes in the movie with all the pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns in her yard. They carved all of those. They weren't real pumpkins. They were you can buy these pumpkins that are made of foam, and you can really carve them. So they bought a bunch of them, and they carved all of those jack-o'-lanterns out, but they would never rot. You didn't have to worry about them rotting because they're foam. You know, but they actually hand-carved all of those things because they wanted them all to be different.
Man, there must have been 50 of them, 60 of them.
I know. It was amazing. It was really impressive.
And this is a season people like to put their pumpkin carvings on Facebook and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And most of the pumpkin carvings, whatever, it's a regular face. My buddy did one with Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas and his bride. He carved that into his pumpkin.
Jack and Sally.
Sally.
I love me
it's
some
a
Jack
beautiful,
and Sally.
It's a beautiful
I've seen some
carving.
that just make you wonder what an artistic.
Yeah.
The funniest one I've seen so far this year is Trump's face with all the guts of the pumpkin as his hair.
Classic. Instant classic.
So one of the other stories. This story is the movie's an anthology. It's got four major different stories. I think. One of the stories about the special kids, the special ed kids, whatever, on the bus, and the bus driver gets rid of them, who we find out later is Brian Cox.
Yep.
You know, which is great. The special kids Halloween costumes. How creepy how demented looking were those costumes?
Those were because most of the costumes in the movie I thought were kind of lame, to be honest. Like, I wasn't really into them. Those were the best costumes. Those had the most personality in the whole movie.
Those were the scariest costumes in the movie, without a doubt.
So that part of the story was the parents had kind of worked with the bus driver, saying, we can't handle these kids anymore, that they're too much of
an embarrassment. They sold. Yeah,
so they were going to roll them off of this cliff to kill them, just get rid of them. Gosh.
Kid aside.
Wow. Mass kid aside.
Yeah. And I love the scene where the bus goes over the edge and there's silence. And then the camera goes over the edge and you see it going down under the water. And it's so beautifully
and then the
filmed.
mask will float back.
And that mask floating up. Oh my God.
Good touch.
So good. So
nice
good.
Touch.
Let's see. Later on. Oh, look. Darn it. I fell back into my thing again. Darn it.
It's all good, Jay. I'll throw you an
I'm going to edit that out. Thanks for soldiering on with me. I appreciate that.
I won't stoop to your level.
So another story is Mr. Vampire Man, who you find out later on is actually Principal Wilkins.
You have such big eyes.
My, what big eyes you have. Gets Little Red Riding Hood.
Indeed.
And but then you get the big reveal later of who she is, that the girls are really werewolves. And I was like I said, remember I ate some bad Mexican? Like she really did. There's all those, and that's why it's so fun to go back and watch it again. And then when Anna Paquin begins the changeover into the werewolf, and she looks back at him, my, what big eyes you have, and it's so, and he is so good in that scene. He's so pitiful, and you're so happy he's getting hurt.
And prior to that, I was really thinking in my head as a single man, how do I get women like this to randomly pick me up for parties? You know, I'm thinking that, and then I see that,
and then you realize why.
I am so happy that
right?
never happens to me.
That's why you don't want that to happen.
That's
why
I'm
never
going to
go.
too. I was like, almost. Where is the moment where it goes from pure pleasure to horror?
Because you know it is.
And
it's going there.
It snaps like that as soon as you see their.
Well,
fangs.
I love when Wilkins. It looks like he falls out of a tree, but he's wrapped in Red Riding Hood's hood and cape, and you think it's her. Like, oh my God, it's her. And then they open up and it's him. And then when she comes walking up and her sister goes, "You're late." I just love the tone because you're thinking, oh my God, she almost got killed. No, she didn't. He bit me. Okay. Well, you want a drink? Sure.
No big deal.
Sure. I just love it. And right after they attack all the men they brought, which includes Coach Taylor in the hot dog costume. Did you see him get rolled over?
I didn't
the hot
notice
dog
that.
costume.
Really?
He's there too.
So
a little,
they got to the party.
Yeah, a little inclusion there.
Got him.
It goes to one of the most beautiful segues in the movie ever. The camera pans over and Sam is sitting on a log watching the whole thing. And then it turns from his head to the moon. It just it transforms into the moon. It's a beautiful segue. It's gorgeous.
Another really nice touch. Yeah, done well.
Did you notice that Brian Cox is the old man? His dog was named Spite, not Spike.
Yes,
His
I
dog
did
was
know
named
that.
Spite.
Well, I had to watch this movie as my wife and 2-year-old daughter were asleep, so I had to.
Asleep. Sorry,
no, they weren't in the room.
Somewhere else.
They were asleep, but so I had to have the subtitles on, and I like keeping the subtitles on because I can read things that I can't hear anyway. And I did see
we do that a lot too.
Spite was the name of the dog. Which
isn't that great?
Spite.
See, that's what I did too. I put the subtitles on it, and that's what you catch stuff like that I don't normally catch. You know?
I did not catch that at all. In fact, I was saying that's the name they use for the dog, Spike. Come on, you can't come up with something better.
No, it's Spite. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's cool.
The scene where he walks out on his front porch and sees all those jack-o'-lanterns in his yard.
Very beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it was
so beautiful.
But at the same time, for him, I mean, heart's got to drop.
Oh yeah, he's like, what
is going on here?
But that's not who he had to worry about, is it? So the character Sam, I just want to share a little bit here, is derived from some. It looks like Sam Hain, how it's spelled, Samhain, but it's really pronounced Samhain. The ancient Celtic festival of the dead from which modern day Halloween is derived.
Okay.
I'm reading, obviously, I'm not making this up, I'm reading it. Despite having been portrayed as such in this film and several other works, Samhain or Samhain is not a deity or other personage of ancient Celtic polytheism. It is only the name of the celebration. However, the idea of either a deity or personage dates back to at least the late 1st century, largely thanks to an Irish bishop. This is getting really boring. Sorry, Dry. And anyway, that's where the name came from. So that's how they named Sam, which is funny to me because he's famous now in horror circles as being known as Sam. But in the movie, they don't really call him Sam.
I was wondering where you got his name from.
Yeah, you have to know background on it to know that it was Sam.
The only reason why I knew again is because I had my subtitles on, and it would tell you the name of the person before everything they said. So it said Sam.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well,
I have a little Sam doll that I'm going to have in a picture, but I have to play. Isn't that great?
I like that he's holding the
sucker,
the bitten lollipop.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
That's cool.
And then he runs away. It's awesome. One of my favorite toys.
Nice.
What was I going to say? Oh, the only thing about Sam I don't like, when he takes off his mask, I find it very disappointing.
Yeah, well,
his face.
It almost made him look like a dragon creature or something. What was it?
It looked like a carved pumpkin face.
Oh, that's
kinda,
right.
You know,
right.
And it looked very rubbery. I'm like, okay, you got a mask on now. It's like it would have been better not to see his face. Just have Brian Cox react to how horrific he is, but not really see him.
Would have been cool.
Yeah. I think not seeing him would have been better.
I agree. Yeah, that mystery, I think.
And he's much creepier with the burlap mask over his head.
I think that's a great costume for a child.
It's a really good costume because it's so creepy.
It's so creepy.
Yeah, it's super, super creepy. Rick talked about maybe doing this for Halloween. But he changed his mind when he started thinking about having to wear that over his head.
All night. Oh.
He's
That's
like,
why you do it to your kid.
Yeah. Make your kid do it.
Yeah.
Make your kid do it.
Live vicariously through their costumes.
Is 2 years old too young to...
I think that's perfect.
Put a knapsack on her head?
Oh, I think, just put a bag on her head and take her out.
I think from between 2 and 12.
Ages 2 to 12.
Yeah. Daddy, I'm tired of being Sam.
You know, Liza will love you doing that to your daughter. Yeah. Here's my pet.
Daddy, I want to do a different costume. No, you're going to be Sam.
Sam again this year.
So I've been in love with this movie ever since it came out. What did you think of this movie?
No, I liked it. This was a really fun movie. I thought because the plots were interesting to me. Like
it's so Halloween feeling, you know?
Yeah, and there's so many things that are intertwined, so you're very curious.
Yeah.
It was gory at times, but not super gory.
Right.
But so I had to, and I was telling you earlier, the only scene I really had to turn my head, and I wouldn't, was the werewolf scene. Because I had to see which girls took off their tops. So I stuck through that, but I suffered through it.
And I apologize that you didn't get to see very many. Sorry.
No,
there's one.
There's one, and nah.
What about the scene where the principal had fed the fat boy?
Oh, and the kid, and he kept throwing up and throwing up, and it looked like he was barfing his organs out at one point.
Yeah, whatever he ate, like completely.
They had a hose on the other side of his head, just pouring stuff out through that thing. Yeah,
and at first I thought it was chocolate. I really did think it was chocolate, and then when he comes out, the principal with blood on his shirt, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I thought that was a
totally
great
intentional.
twist.
Oh yeah, totally intentional.
Okay, so you're supposed to think it's chocolate.
At first.
Okay, and then you see, oh no, this kid's throwing up blood.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Child side again.
Yes, childicide. Because Charlie Brown's an asshole.
Charlie Brown's an asshole.
If you learn anything from this tonight.
I know, right?
That's what you need to know.
Oh, we had to set it and forget it. Remember that infomercial?
No.
Remember that? So the infomercial that he was playing, remember when Brian Cox is going through the channels and he goes back to the infomercial because he didn't want to watch anything else? That was a cult infomercial.
That was a real...
Oh, yeah.
It was Set it and forget it? What is it?
It was
a cooking thing?
It cooked chickens and all these different things and had a heater on top. And it used to be everywhere for like a year or two. And the line was, set it and then everyone would respond, forget it. And it was huge. It was everywhere. And then they stopped selling it. Like all of a sudden you didn't hear from them anymore. But they made a real big push in the infomercial market.
Wow.
And the thing, I forgot what it was called, but you knew it as a set it and forget it.
Too funny.
Yeah.
I did not catch that. I usually catch stuff like that, but I guess because I didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb gives it a 6.8. Rotten Tomatoes critics 86%.
Excellent.
I think that's about accurate.
Yeah. Audience 71%. I'm a little surprised. Yeah, a little surprised, but that's not bad. That's not going to take me down too far on my scores that you are tallying, is it?
Yeah. So this is interesting because it's right there. IMDb thinks it's right there with Crooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
The critics.
Oh, that's right.
The critics like this more than Crooklyn.
Remember that?
I remember numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And the audience crushed them on Crooklyn.
Rain Man.
Yeah, I'm the idiot savant of the group.
What was Crooklyn's numbers?
6.9 for IMDb.
Do I have it here?
The audience was 90%.
Audience, the crowd's at 90%. Huh?
Yeah,
Crooklyn
it was
90%.
Oh.
Memory's amazing,
Yeah.
Paul.
Impressive.
And then I don't know what the critics. I think the critics you said was like 70 something. Now I want to see if I got it. If I nailed it.
I don't know where I put it.
Okay, I think it was like 71%.
Hang on, I'm going to grab it.
Okay,
It's over here in the recycle bin, I bet.
But it was really, Crooklyn was right there with IMDb, 6.8 and 6.9.
Here it is.
Jay, did I nail it?
Let's see.
Oh, yes.
Moment of truth.
I'm guessing you did because, you're good at this. Let's see. IMDb, 6.9. Rotten Tomatoes, critics, 76. Audience, 90.
So I was within 5 on the
Not
critics.
bad. Yeah, bad, though.
That was damn good, sir.
That's ballpark.
That's damn impressive, Paul.
Ballpark.
That's Paul Park. That's a Paul Park figure.
Ballpark figure.
I like that.
Paul Park figure.
I like
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
That's what we should call the ratings.
That's it.
The Paul Park figures.
The Paul Park figures. I love it. I love it.
We got it.
We finally. Okay, awesome.
See, we solve problems and issues on the show as well.
Inspiration. It strikes when you least expect it.
I'm glad I could be here for that.
Awesome.
It's really emotional for me now. I'm really happy. It's like a birth on our own show. Okay, well, this is definitely a treasure for me. I treasure this movie very much. I watch it every year, at least once a year, Halloween. Yeah, I love it. I love to share it with people. Keith, what did you think?
I would say the same thing. It's one that I can watch again and again.
Absolutely.
It was one that I don't remember until I started it, and then it came back, and I thought, I've seen this before. And there were different things that happened that I know, okay, but still, I did not remember the ending and that twist when Little Red Riding Hood actually is.
Oh, you forgot she was a werewolf?
Oh
my God, dude.
She was the one to worry about.
Yeah.
So that caught me off guard. And there were some parts where I thought, like, when the boy started vomiting all over the sidewalk, I did not expect that. It really caught me off guard. And there were a few people in there, a few recognizable characters that I thought, oh, wow, okay, you're in this too. But I think, much like what Paul said, the fact that there were 4 different stories that were all kind of interwoven together.
In a very clever way, I thought.
It kept it alive. It kept it fresh. There were really very few dull parts. We're kind of like, okay, this is kind of dragging on here. It was a good movie through and through. I did think, I kind of wish, though,
boring
that...
is the cardinal sin in a movie. Being boring is the cardinal sin.
You're doing something wrong if it comes out boring.
Yeah, you were saying you thought...
I was going to say that, I guess the only thing I think that I would do to make it better was try to get the stories to kind of feed off each other a little bit more. I don't know if there was some kind of way to kind of make them all kind of feed into one another. I don't know.
Like Mr. Show. Seriously.
Mr. Show. One of my favorite comedies. Yes.
Where everything intertwines, like where it runs into another. Like when
that's amazing
Paul.
when how they do that.
Exactly what I
meant.
That
is amazing how they do that.
And that's what made their show just
I felt like they kind of did in this, in a way.
In some ways. But
see, the more you watch it, the more you see different things that are being it's like, that's the thing he picked up in the, and that's the kid, like at the beginning when they're showing a kid dragging the bag of candy down the street and stuff, everything ties in together.
I probably need to see it a third time to
I'm telling you, every time I see it,
more.
I see something.
You're right. You're exactly right. I can watch it again and think, I take back all the words I just said because, holy cow, I didn't realize that this happened and that it's
this film is a never-ending blooming flower.
Kind of
just
like
more petals coming out every moment.
Kind of like The Big Lebowski. It's one of those movies.
Oh man,
you can watch it 10 times.
I know,
and
right?
Still see things.
That's another movie
I've never seen The Big Lebowski.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. I have. I just wanted to get you really excited, Jay.
Jerk.
I just wanted to get you really excited. I love The Big Lebowski.
I think I just wet myself.
That would have been an amazing
I
episode.
would have loved to introduce you to that movie, man. Oh,
by the way, Nomads Monday night is doing an outdoor viewing of The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski, really?
Yes, but that's another one that's now such a big cult classic. I can't imagine how many people will be there for that.
It might be super crowded.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But just put on your radar for those of you who.
Well, it's a block from my house, so it's easy to walk home
Very
if it's too crowded.
Yep,
done. Awesome.
Okay, well, I guess that's about it.
You didn't ask me if I would recommend it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
You're right. I'm sorry.
So
I'm so enamored of our special guest. I forgot about you.
So out of all the movies you've recommended, Jay, I would probably recommend this the most.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this was
cool.
I thought this movie was. I was really interested in the story. I thought it was creepy, but
that's
I wasn't.
So cool to hear.
But I wasn't gored out by it. You have your occasional scenes, but I wasn't gored out. I thought
it's not a super gory movie. There's just a few rough spots, and it makes them count more. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, that really counts now because that's hardly seen any of that.
The characters are so rich. They
Aren't
are
they?
really
Isn't it
rich.
Really well written.
Yeah, it's very well written.
So well written.
The acting
so
was on
they're
point.
talking about making a sequel.
Oh, really?
They're definitely going to make a sequel with Sam and
Gotta have Sam.
Yeah. And like I say, that guy did Krampus, and there's talk of doing a Krampus sequel also. So I might do Krampus at Christmas time, but I have another one for Christmas time actually that I'm really excited about. A Scandinavian film that's really, really good.
Ooh, okay.
Is it the one I'm thinking about? Are you not allowed to say it just yet then?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, excited.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna go away for a moment. You didn't
You didn't
I didn't my yes.
Yeah,
I thought instead of I go so. Didn't that sound better? So.
WNBC.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to. You're gonna hear how to get in touch with us, and please do. And then after that, we're gonna talk about what's next. Visit our website at haveyouseenthis1.com. Email us at haveyouseenthis1@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at haveyouseenthis1. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at haveyouseenthis1. That's spelled DIS, the number 1. We'd love to hear what you think of the show, and we're also looking for treasure or torture movie suggestions. So that's how to get in touch with us, folks. And please do go to iTunes, please, and subscribe to us and rate us and let us know what you think. You can, well, anyway, I already said how to get in touch with us. Sorry. Yeah. Let's be repetitive. I do want to talk about what's coming up. First of all, our friend Melissa McDowell, who I talked about, she's got to check out her blog, Eat the World in 52 Weeks at eat52weeks.com. She will be leading the way for a European tour. She has invited Paul and I to dinner because what she does in her blog is she cooks food recipes from around the world, from all these different countries.
Wow.
The end of November and the beginning of December, she's doing France. So she's inviting us over for a French meal. Mm-hmm. And then afterward, we're either going to watch a French movie or an Italian movie. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. The Italian one I want to do is La Dolce Vita. But I forgot, for some reason, I thought it was French. I forgot. So I wrote her back. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Italian. She's like, well, I thought you were just being European. She's like, I did. She was so nice. She's like, I didn't want to say anything, but you know.
Because I can't pick a French movie for you, but I got a European movie I don't think you've seen.
Well, we can just do a European tour.
That sounds great.
That'll be great for that episode. So that'll be coming up in November. But what I'm really excited about is next week, episode number 8. It's just a week away because it will be will y'all read this with me? A very special Halloween special. Yay!
Yes.
We're doing a Halloween special. Ankle has chosen. Paul has chosen a movie called Ankle Biters from 2002, directed by Adam, I hope I'm saying this right, Minarovic. I have chosen 1982's, and Paul, I know you're going to freak out. It's a part 3. But here's the reason.
I'm going to listen.
Okay, it's Halloween 3, directed by Tommy Lee Wallace. The reason I'm picking this is the only Halloween movie that has nothing to do with the others.
Okay.
There is no Michael Myers in this movie.
I got to step out of my box, Jay, I got to do it.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
This is the reason the movie bombed when it came out, because everybody wanted Michael Myers. And they were like, "Oh, forget it. It doesn't have Michael Myers. Forget it." Well, they didn't give it a chance. So this is it's from 1982, so it's another 80s movie. I seem to be stuck in the 80s quite a bit. We're going to have a special guest next week, a very good friend of the podcast, Mr. Knives Monroe from the podcast. It's called Outer Heaven, the Knives Monroe podcast. That's heaven spelled Haeven. He spells it that way. He'll be joining us, and his choice for us to watch is the 2015 film The Babadook, directed by Jennifer Kent.
Yes.
Paul, you better have a therapy session lined up for after this.
Have you not seen that, Paul? Oh, man.
Oh, no, I have not. No, most of these movies I have not seen.
And I am not talking about gore.
I'm just saying,
lights on. Yeah, this movie, you're going to need therapy after.
This one is...
What, you don't think Ankle Biters is going to do that to you guys?
I may actually... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say I watched the trailer for Ankle Biters, and I already hate you.
What, 3 feet tall, 2-inch fangs, thirst for blood?
And the trailer looks like it cost about 49 cents.
That's being very generous, Jay.
This movie is not what you would call a Lux production. Anything coming up, guys, that you want to talk about? Paul, are you doing your podcast, the baseball podcast?
We still haven't started that up yet, but what I'm getting into a lot is I'm making these playlists. I'm getting into making playlists. So
yes, and you shared one with me. I loved it. Doo-wop.
I made a
awesome.
doo-wop one.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, yeah. I got to add something to it, too. I loved it.
I made a modern R&B, so if you find me on Spotify, follow me, and I got a bunch of playlists. So that's how I'm going to make my first million, Jay, is off my Spotify playlist. That's my goal.
I can see you being very successful with that. You have an excellent
We're going to get rich off that, just like you're getting rich off this podcast.
Yeah, by the way, where's my check, Jay? I've been wondering about that.
Yeah, that just we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
I forgot. I was going to read a very nice comment that Melissa McDowell, the one that's going to cook for us,
awesome.
She left a really nice comment about our podcast, and saying something like, "Oh, I feel really bad that I didn't write it down now, so I can't pull it up and share it with you." But she said something really nice, something about how she felt the same way that you would about one of the movies we were talking about.
Oh, awesome.
And she was saying in the message saying, maybe sometime we can do a dinner and then do a movie and talk, dinner and movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's when we started messaging to say, let's do this. It'll be fun.
Excellent.
Yeah. And, man, I can't wait because every time she cooks these meals, she takes a picture of them, and posts them on her blog and they look so good.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
I can't wait.
She must be an amazing chef if she can just take a recipe from especially like French. French is not
cooking is not now.
It's not sloppy.
And according to her, she's not always successful. But I'm telling you, it sure looks like she is.
She's doing something right.
If I'm just going by the looks, I can almost smell the food. They look so good, So we can't wait, Melissa. We're looking forward to it. So please join us next week for the Halloween special. And Keith, we want to say thank you, man. You're our first.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're our first guest.
Was all mine. Thank you so much. I'm humbled to be asked to be here.
Oh my goodness! I hope you will come back. Please come back and join us
at the drop of a dime.
Awesome.
Oh, I don't know if we have that much money, but we can talk.
The drop of half a penny.
It's not coming out of my check, right, Jay?
I'll pay you to come
back. Actually, that will break me. So, anybody else got anything else to end with? Okay, well, this is Jay Bullington.
Paul Kastava.
And our guest,
Keith Carcino.
So happy he was here. And we thank you all. Happy Halloween. And we will see you in episode number 8.
fellas have a lot of growing up to do, I'll tell you that. Ridiculous. Completely ridiculous.